You know, we got some people about here complaining the whole thing's rough, how them got it tough. Well, party pinks and politicians say because the crucial economic crisis in the world that got things so tough. So God big up start to cast some part the staff saying them had enough. My friends, but they know them money blowing past, but they ain't falling for them blasts. Not when they got people out there that can't get through for them more running water. Some dying through hunger, ears and cholera. Good dear. Why we got people about here, swelling from ear to ear, pondering about what gear to wear for the new year, without a care. And them brothers and sisters that living in fear. Not a bit of compassion or love showing to the blind, the crippled, or the hearing impaired. Good dear. Look, sometimes they just have to stand up and stare to see the poverty that some just have to bear. But after 19 long years, we got people about here complaining about 50 cents increasing bus fare. In this little 4x4 square where you can walk anywhere. Good dear. Well, we got brothers and sisters in Africa that got to run hundreds of miles to school with a foot bare, not on the veer, so called picky hair and clothes that rip and tear. Good dear. Some celebrities that spark through and glare, then quick so disappear. Cause all the millions and billions them have is too precious to share. Good dear. Man, sometimes I feel to flare my middle finger in the air and swear or tell it a cat or rare. Boy, but instead I just have to shed a tear. Good dear. They tell me every man is equal, but I ain't seeing Blair. To me it's visually clear, life is so unfair when I compare. Just to see how some does away to caviar and steaks, one by the crack and houses by the legs. Now it seems to survive in Babylon system, you will have to be a fate to get a piece of the cake. But them systems can't make me crack or catch tummy ache. I don't know poverty like a car without brakes. Just out to cross the poor on the privilege. If you all check through history's pages, then you will see for ages we've been living in political cages. While we stand fast in quicksand, others are elevating in stages with elaborate wages. Good dear. Politicians continue to soar and ignore. But so long as poverty and injustice affecting the poor, you all could be sure when I hear the slang roar, if your throat gets sore. Yeah, and there's more. I just can't understand how in the modern day, beautiful women like the ones in here, in some culture and society still don't have a saving them is the ones that help to build and pave the way. Sometimes they just have to kneel down and pray. For them women out there that's been tortured and raped in a land where there's no escape. Where man is more poisonous and vicious than a snake or an ape. Where women's rights, values and morals are worth less than a grape. Good dear. I see women mixing water, carrying pails of water, raising healthy sons and daughters then to be slaughtered. Some men will cut off with one head or hand after can't at the altar. My sisters, I apologize for my wholeheartedly for my idiotic brothers that have faltered. Good dear, look, and I just got to hold my head and sorrow by the hour. Just to see the path some be bigger, that's set for we youth to follow. Like sometimes delinquent parents are going at schools to ridicule and beat up teachers, pedify politicians, priests and preachers. Some big hardback men are soliciting sex from young school girls for brand name hot shirt, pants and sneakers. Good dear. And some governments and big companies, check it. After poor man spending every penny sending child to university, the child full of certificates, qualifications and degrees, ready for the world of work. They will tell the child you lack experience. After poor man know every damn thing. Good dear, give me a break. Experience might be told, but if it is so. How come there's no one experience to work at them gas station or sanitation or even plantation? Good dear. And I got some people out there that could be of an existence that would just sit back and remain humble and don't even grumble but be free to stumble after stumble. My friends, them that make my skin crawl and crumble. But them that left me to ponder. You feel if the shoes were on yellow feet, then would turn the yellow cheek? My friends, sometimes I would wonder.
Age of consent. Hear that? Age of consent. She's 16, but look like 20. No get to Blue ID, so it's easy to get in Club 360. And all the teachers, Shanices and Quishas all drunk on tequila at Club 360. Rearrange the 693, you got 630 at 630, and we're getting on dirty like they get feed too much scabico turkey.
Alright. Alright.
Even some fat ones feeling sweet, sexy and slurpy, but some just swabbly. I mean, the belly before with the top of the tight jeans and leggings like a muffin top, plaid shirt so tight the bottom might pop. I hope not. That girl that I see in the Beijing True photo on Facebook becomes a mother. Because if she does, I hope it's not a daughter. Because that just creates a whole recycle scab trait on the gene. And in that crew, there is Tanya, the girl many men lust after. Used to be in my maths class, used to come last, never knew how she got past until one day, the maths teacher wrote a new equation on the board. It was sine x over cos x is equal to tan x. Then he looked at her. That's when he realized sin over the cost of sex is equal to lust for Tanya. Hear that again. Sine x over cos x is equal to tan x. Sin over the cost of sex is equal to lust for Tanya. Made offers to push the mark higher because she know exactly what math teacher desire.
So let me see my ladies in here who do not promote no outside woman scenes. No outside woman scenes basically means that it's not a situation that you're willing to accept. Nowadays, since I started talking about it, people come and say to me, oh, suppose this happens, suppose that happens. And suppose nothing. Right? And suppose nothing because it's not something you're willing to deal with. So then if you are forced to deal with it, you understand what I mean? Fire and apply again. Fire and apply for interview. You understand what I mean? When you accept things, you know what's happening. You get them, right? When from the time you open it and you say you accept something, you get it. And so I wrote this piece. It's a short piece, but I think y'all gonna like it. I ain't dealing with no outside woman scenes. I can't be none of them ain't queens. You're frigging up your sister life, it seems. No girl in me, so I can't compete. Dealing with no outside woman scenes. Only me, love only me. I can't take the outside children scene. Respect my life, no HIV for me. The same respect that you reflect is the same damn respect that you can get when you get harmed. A girl, don't get upset. Don't meet karma in the name of regret. You can't help life and how you feel, but watch what you do because God is real. A man that can't trust is a man that can't deal. Forgive me, just being real. And dealing with no outside woman scenes. I can't be none of them ain't queens. You're frigging up your sister life, it seems. No girl in me, so I can't compete. Dealing with no outside woman scenes. Only me, love only me. I can't take the outside children scene. Respect my life, no HIV for me.
I watch those girls talk to guys and vice. How them does really get that to happen? With me and my mouth, I is all thumbs, turning verse to drums, a rambling rhythm that don't make sense to the listener. But maybe if I talked another language, the phrasing would got you in bondage, and clarity of communication which I seek would bring forth barrier meet, and we could partake of each other's sweet. Yes, I know girls purr and you respond, but maybe if I were Chitara, I could run circles fast all round you, which would make you like know my bow. Let you enjoy the chase, I dodge left and right. You summon me with your sight beyond sight, and we could save and share the future thunder together. No? You prefer Palmyra? Well, dog bite you. Thought I'd cry for you forever, but I couldn't, so I didn't. People's children die and they don't even cry forever. Thought I'd see your face in my mind for all time, but I don't even remember what your ears look like. And the clock still strikes midnight and noon, and the sun still rises, and so does the moon. Birds still migrate south, and people move on, even though I'm no longer in his arms. Thought the mountains would crumble and the rivers would bend, but I thought all wrong
perhaps I'll just have to stay the same for a while. I didn't even need therapy to rehabilitate my smile. But I'd cry for you forever, but I couldn't, so I did. And now I thought I'd cry for you forever, but I couldn't. Thank you.
Well, background of this video was kind of inspired by a female who believed that basically men don't give their all in any single circumstance. They kind of hide everything from the world. So, as I was trying to convince her, and my words talking like this could not, I had to write it out.
Alright, good.
So, we can call this one strength. I'm at war with myself. At war with the angel resting his hand on my shoulders, trying to guide me beyond my fears. I want to let him in, not only to regain myself, but to attain you. And though you may not believe it, your heartbeat is the drum I march to. So I believe my fight is for a just cause. Cause in the end, to fight for you is to fight for a part of me. And as this demon threatens to possess my being as it did so long ago, I remove the hand of the angel resting on my shoulder to place it firmly into mine, making him my sword and shield, awakening the boy who longed for comfort, and because he never got it, never knew how to respond to the truth beyond the truth. But this time, as he awakens, he makes a vow to this time remove his shell and bare his naked soul. To those who deserve it, to those standing with their arms outstretched, to those waiting to take me by the hand and by the heart. So this war may be ongoing, and I'm uncertain of when it shall end, but as it is well deserved, as I bear myself to you, wield me as the secret weapon, and fight for this war with me, so that I may be at peace with myself and become the man that is worthy of your side.
That's
Just
beautiful.
be mine.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely.
So I'll just share a short piece with you. Yeah, so we do a comedy show in Swingbridge on Thursdays called Ting and Ting, Doing a Ting. I'm Ting. The other guy is Ting, and we do a thing, and you should come to the thing. Because it's a serious thing, right? And just in the vein of political poetry, I'll share this one quickly with you. It's called A Problem with Poetics. Because, you know, I used to write poetry, and then I started drinking. So I haven't written in a long time, but you guys are really insensitive, man. I'm talking about drinking problems.
We're sorry. Very sorry.
Man, give me some support, you know. Help me to stop. Yeah, that makes me feel good, and I'll take a drink on that. So yeah, anyway, when I used to write poetry, I came up on this problem. You know, I was trying to link the universal concept of love with the public spectacle of politics, and I was trying to link those two things with the private relief of a bowel movement. That's funny. Anyway, so the dilemma that I had was I couldn't figure out how to make trivial something as serious as love, and I couldn't figure out how to make serious something as trivial as politics, and I further couldn't figure out how to make public the private relief of a bowel movement. So I sat and I thought about it for months, and this is what I came up with. Linking love, politics, and the bathroom. Ah. See the politician who, in order to hold on to the power that he loves, looks out over the masses and constantly talks shit. Thank you.
The English are lost on my head. I'm the dark side of the force in discourse, using source, swinging my tongue and my lung will never run out, cause I am not readily jail, cause when it readily flows in your ear, cause I freeze to the calypso, so I cut to your mind, cause vocals will choke this microphone and you will understand. I will keep swinging just like John.
I is the adjective I describe the scene now. Furthermore, I is the one that's got it just been down. It's a rhyme, I make it hurt. I got women talking in voices like Captain Kirk. If you ever seen my rhymes, it start hard, like more Anakin, but your lyrics is Star Wars. I was bringing rhymes off of the top and she don't know me. I is the sexual Obi-Wan Kenobi, but only everybody coming back start all. Got more moves with the saber than Darth Maul. If you ever see me coming back and how you see me, she want me again, but this time she wanted in 3D. More like Olympus, how you come through us. Words like Pod Racing, called George Lucas. Baddest MC and I never could just feel like brown skin. They said my mother had a red tail for sure.
And I pop like Suki King. She says she like the way I fight in the ring. My punches I take her out for lunches. She says she like the way I slam like Shaki like Dunkin' Donuts. You can't test the way on the throne. It's not Kanye or even Jay-Z, but you left easily when I start to drop these lyrics off the top. You know I unlock it.
This kind of carrying lyrics that coming hardened, more like the apparent. Flows is so apparent. I met them run off the missing like Leroy Paris. If my name was Clico the war, baby, up to Paris. Excuse me, yeah, hands up the corner. You pointing out your finger, you like use the lawyer. Call the paper, said, well, the only really hard thing to know is just that nobody can't find it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mic check.
Yeah, this is my don't tell me coming through and they droning people. When they hit you with the floor, there's no letting go. You can't test, you better attest. You're gonna detest
the shoulders and rubber boulders. Refer to all the overs, especially these overs. And the extra ones, I ain't bowling nothing that wide. I more like Peter Edwards with a Tino best stride. Watch your hands high. Lyrics is how I get, I ain't got my head, but I swinging. So my name is Dwayne Smith. Cricket up in this, understand the scene plenty. She looking at me hard, she want to walk the T20. Watch your words here.
Take me talking about cricket, you would want to drop down Rastami, but I got Rebel Dummy in my army and she never dropped from the team coming through. I'm too clever and I sever your mental, sentimental. The way I do it on your mental, I play it, you know I'm super singing. And I be blasting, leave you kick ass fast when I'm on the microphone, you're losing your.